Greetings and salutations, I'm Keb, you're you, and this is Pharaoh. And it's been a while since we last touched this game. Yeah, life took a busy turn, I'm afraid. Anyways, what were we up to? Right, we are at Menat Khufu, I believe, and we are trying to wrap up the map by building another obelisk and things like that, so... I'm also starting, I think, with unemployment. I think we had like an issue with unemployment. Because I built like 1 billion of these barracks, or these work camps. Yeah. We'll see how things go. We'll still have quite a few things to do before we win this map, so... Gotta keep trying. But I vaguely recall this one being one of those maps that we couldn't really make good monies on. Right, we're exporting beer, we're exporting linen, I think, and that's about it. And the granite is expensive to import. Oh well. At least I think we have enough food. And that's something. Anyway, so to beat the map, we have to finish the last obelisk, which requires way more granite. We are trying to import it as we speak. We need more culture, which shouldn't be too difficult to get. And of course, we also need more people. Well, that's 5,000. Did I put down any scribal schools or anything like that? I don't think so. And why aren't you upgrading? Desirability only? Okay, only desirability. Let's plop down a statue. If we can fit in a statue, yeah, that'll be fine. Little crocodile. There we go. I suppose they're a bit cranky because they live right next to the market. I think I'll have to deal with, and have to go with cautious expansion here. More than anything. At least we have figs. Oh boy. Figs and pomegranates. Completely full warehouses. I mean, that's good. It looks like the next harvest is going to be pretty weak sauce. We still have some fields available to us, but if I remember right, we were kind of already exporting all we could of linen and beer, so we don't really need more farms. Oh, and before you forget, let's go and check on the gods, as I'm so prone to forget these guys. They're still pretty happy. Okay. Throw away some monies. So, we're still importing papyrus, right? Should really check see what we're actually importing. Yeah, we're importing papyrus slightly. Is there anything else we... Well, right, this is one of those places where we couldn't have... This is one of those places where they didn't have pottery. Right. It's more than a little annoying. Or at least exporting... Alright, the end of the year just happened, so... Our export limits went away. Oh well. That's okay. I mean, we can eat... Wait. If you guys are upgraded, that means we do have a school or something. Right, we have a scribal school right there. Did we have access to luxuries on this map? More to the point, to access to 2 luxuries. Apparently... No. Okay, so I can't make money on taxes, basically. I can't turn some of the workforce into uh, the richest patrons ever. As for what we're short on culture, I assume it is musicians. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Guess we'll find a side street and plop down some new sack schools. Stay up this ways. Well, not schools, but you know what I mean. Get rid of those. Make a side street. Another massive pavilion, right? Boom. Of course, I can make sure that this pavilion doesn't burn down, so... one firehouse. And an architect's post. Hopefully they'll be able to find labor in this one building. And that will be fine. I suppose we'll do some cautious densifying here. I mean, you should have the food for everybody. Food should maybe be an issue. Money might be. Now, if I was up to something special in this city, I do not remember, because as I just mentioned, it has been quite a few months since we played this last. And you know, I forget easily. Anyways, that was enough to bumper cultivating up to 50, which requires the Senate House, right? Yes. Suppose we'll build one. Of course, I just built in all the biggest areas of the city. Sure, build it down there. We need a statue, I think, otherwise that little house is gonna complain. Yep, they started evolving already. They don't like living right next door to a Senate house. It's noisy. Rowdy. Well, okay, we had a blessing and I just clicked away. Double harvest. Well, it doesn't really matter. At least we're getting a proper inundation this year. So, we still need more granite blocks before we can start the next monument. How many blocks are we up to? 68, I need 100, yeah. Yeah, getting the culture and population isn't going to be too problematic. Prosperity, I think we're already good on now, right? Now that we're not losing money anymore. Yeah, that seems good. Probably should add a prayer to bust as well before I forget. I want to see my own treasury. Let's leech some more money. I mean, kingdom rating should be fine, right? Yeah. We deserve more money. So it's mostly now about importing granite and trying to stabilize the city economically. But I think that's going to be fine. Yeah, we're currently at 12,000 Deben. And we've been making money all evenings, so I think that's going to be just fine. Could use more libraries and scribe schools. Drop one down. We have a fair bit of unemployment, which is problematic. Still. What are those scribal schools? The thing about adding scribal schools is that it's gonna add more people to the city. And I suppose I could make all these unemployed folks into entertainers. A temporary setback over there. Still, I suppose all these people that now lives in the fancy mansions will pay more taxes and hopefully offset some of the wages. But since we don't have luxuries, we can't make the patricians, which is a bit of a problem. But if we can keep unemployment at about 5 to 8% or something, that's going to be good enough, I think. What a blessing. Might as well prettify the city while we wait for more materials. Just a few statues here and there. Maybe a couple of gardens. Can't hurt, right? Got a little bit of beautification here and there. So let's see, the end one, that's going to be the fancy residence, that's what we want. Those are fancies. That's not a fancy. That requires more pretty things, apparently. Okay, I suppose they're upset because of all the workshops over there. Let's get a big statue. Lying against the desert, perhaps that'll be enough. There we go. These are fancy ones, right? Yeah, fancies are what we want, so you're next. Elegant dwellings. Wait, you're actually short of something. No, area. There's stability again. Okay, fine. What about a big statue over here? One of these. Well, one of them upgraded, not the other one. Let's, yeah, use one of these, that's gonna be fine. Okay, that's upgraded, this one isn't. Gotta give everyone a fancy dwelling. The birdie. Employment is now 8%, that's a bit high. As for culture, probably still complaining about scribal schools. Yeah. Might as well beautify while we wait for the city to grow. Though perhaps I should just plop down more shrines. Probably should. I mean, the city is growing in size. And let's face it, the shrines are not only good for improving the beauty of the area, but it also pleases the gods. And as the city grows, you need more and more of them anyways. Gods become more and more demanding. Well, now we have all the entertainment we need. Just need to make sure that the gods don't turn vindictive. They seem content enough. We have 84 blocks. Getting there. 9% unemployment. I call for more musicians. Guess I'll toss another bandstand. Can I build along this road? Apparently I can. Okay, good. So, more conservatories. For juggler schools. I mean, I might as well. And keep people employed. And right now unemployment is becoming a slight issue. I mean, normally we would just import luxuries and improve some of these into mansions and they would no longer work, they just pay taxes. Alas, we cannot do that, so... no imports allowed. Rather, no imports of luxuries allowed, I should say. Treasury seems to be stable at the moment, good. How are you doing on population? So we are at 5,700, we need at 7,000. So not quite there yet. But as long as I can't employ the people, I'm not sure if I want to grow the city. I don't really have anything to... yeah, we don't have any processing industries to put them into. I mean, they could make even more beer, but for what purpose? Could make me even more beer in Linen, but we can't export it, so... there's kind of no point. What I can do, of course, is add even more war camps. Suppose that's one way to keep them busy. We'll have to pay them, of course, but it will deal with our rather unfortunate unemployment rate. As long as I can finance this, it'll be okay. A few more of these. Another library, I think. See if we get everybody into fancy mansions. Won't that be cool? Fancy mansions for everybody. I'll try anyway. Yeah, we can probably just add more work camps and more musicians and things anyway, so it'll be fine. Do they even have room for something on this side, like a scribal school? I kinda do. I hope we don't have enough papyrus though. We might not. We're doing our own blocks. We are 104. Okay, good. We can start the obelisk. We'll put it right next to the other one. Up. There we go. Excellent. So I need a little bit more granite, or yeah, a little bit more granite for burial purposes. "28 blocks of granite. Let's go and 237. No matter, just to keep importing blocks. We're not gonna import blocks quickly anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. Why does prosperity rating stall? I assume it's because I'm losing money. The overall quality of housing, it's actually holding us back. Really? I mean, what almost everyone lives in a fancy dwelling. I call shenanigans on that one. Right, we can't have a big building there. Get a smaller one. Like crocolisk. Add more statues. See if we can convince them to upgrade. Might actually be short of some good or other. Linen. Yeah, they're short of linen. Okay. Well, the bazaars should go and fetch linen now. I'll give it a moment and see. If they can't find linen, we have to make another warehouse, I guess. These are fancy ones, right? Yes. Add a few more homes to densify the city. Where would the linen be? It's all the way over there. That might be too far away. In case it is, let's fix it. So, set one of these up, get linen. And, you know, get alcohol too. Those are the senatels. Famine, they want pomegranates. Do we have that in storage? I hope so. Oh yeah, no problem. Now, if I could trust my ships to actually export all the goods, we could start exporting barley as well, instead of just beer. But if I do that, then I'll be exporting barley and not beer. And that's, that would be bad for us. You were able to get materials. Looks like we need some gardens out here. Everyone else are in fancy dwellings. That's about the best I... Well, I can do some plazas, I guess. Might be enough to convince him to upgrade, maybe? No? No. Oh well, we tried. So like one residence in the whole city isn't gonna be a fancy dwelling. That's fine. That is fine. Anyways, it is time for a short break. Thank you for watching.